Hey there, it's Dusty Thunder with another Reddit story for you. Actually, it's not a Reddit story. I lied. This one is directly from a follower. It is a follower-submitted story that you won't find anywhere else, I don't think. And this one is titled, Am I the Astronaut for Refusing to Pay My Friend Back? I, 30 female, took in my friend, let's say Darcy, for privacy reasons, 42 female, and her son, 10 male, back in early June, due to them getting evicted. I took them in without hesitation, even though I was not in a good place financially. I live in a 3-bedroom trailer, so there's not much room. I also have 3 kids, 8, 5, and 2, so taking in 2 more people was not easy. She took over my daughter's room while she lived with me. I am a stay-at-home mom. I would watch her son, take him to summer school, make sure he got his baths, make his meals, etc. Darcy would go to work from 6 to 2, Monday through Friday. When she would get off work, she rarely came home. She would go to her boyfriend's house. Oh no. Hold up. So your friend moves in with you. You're caring for her children. And when she gets off work, instead of coming home, she goes to hang out with her boyfriend. Doesn't come pick up her kids first. Doesn't do anything. Just goes, okay, that's strike one. She would always promise me and her son that she would be back in a couple of hours, but sometimes she wouldn't get home till 10 p.m. if she came home at all. Strike 2. She did this at least 4 to 5 times a week. Strike 3. She's out. Her son would cry all the time. She developed a pattern. She would always be going somewhere, then take her son once a week to make up for her always leaving. During the time she was at my house, she would just sit and play on her phone and eat a lot of snacks. We got along great, though. I thought I had gained a new best friend, and I was giving her the benefit of the doubt since she was a single mom. In June, she willingly paid me $200. At the beginning of July, she only gave me $30 and nothing else. Toward the end of July, I got a disconnect notice for my electric bill for $350. I asked her if she could help out with the bill, and she said yes. She gave me the $350. I thanked her immensely, and we left it at that. July 28th came around, and then came the last straw. She got off work that day. She said she would only be gone for 30 minutes. She didn't come back until 9 p.m. She gets off work at 2. My husband had a talk with her asking her what her kid did wrong to deserve her always leaving him. She, of course, didn't see it that way, got mad, packed up their stuff, and left. She then moved in with another guy she had also been seeing. A few days later, she texted me asking when I was going to pay her the $350 back. I said I wasn't going to, that it was never said that it was a loan. I thought that it was just to help with them staying with me and always watching her son from sun up till sundown since the beginning of June. A quick note, I do get some housing assistance and food stamps. She told me since I get housing assistance that rent should have been free for them and also food since I get food stamps. But you're not getting assistance for her family too. I told her that wasn't fair. I also ran out of food stamps due to all the extra food I'd had to buy for them, and that's not how life works. Bingo. Plus, there are many other bills to pay, internet, water, etc. She told me I owe her back the total amount of $530 she paid to stay with me because I didn't deserve the money anymore for being a shitty friend. Candy Thunder, I hope you guys could hear that, said, dirty bitch, just like that. I pointed out once again that it was all fair since they stayed with me for a while. I think what you mean, it's not fair. It is still nowhere near fair. She is getting the deal of a lifetime. Fair is a long way from this. I pointed out how she saved so much money staying with me, she would have shelled out much more elsewhere, not including the price of childcare these days. She fired back at me that watching her son should be used loosely because all I did was play Xbox, so he watched himself. I made her a list pointing out all the things I did for her son. Who was there when he cried for his mom all the time? Who made sure his laundry was done? Made sure he got baths, made his meals, bandaged his boo-boos. It wasn't her. She was too busy with her boyfriends. She ignored my list and still insisted that I pay her back because she didn't need parenting advice, and I didn't deserve the money because she should have been staying with me for free. And because it was never communicated that she had to pay me anything, saying that she willingly gave me money. I told her it was also never said that any of the money was a loan, so I shouldn't owe her anything. The next day, she texted and demanded at least $250 back, and I refused. She told me she wasn't able to go on her vacation now, and it was all my fault. I told her she saved money living with me, so it wasn't my fault she didn't have the money. After all, she only gave me $530 when my rent is $1,100. Now I'm ignoring her, and she's still harassing me. The other day, I found out she had tried to get a loan in her older daughter's name while also using my phone number so her daughter wouldn't find out. out. I'd gotten the text from the loan company sent to my phone. I sent the proof and told her daughter what she had done, and her daughter went to the police. Darcy was unable to get the loan, so the police aren't sure if they can do anything about it. She doesn't know I am the one who ratted her out yet. Her children deserve better than how she treats them. So I guess I'm asking 2 questions. Am I the astronaut for refusing to pay her back, and also for telling her daughter what she did? I'll update when I can and maybe put this on Reddit as well. P.S. Love your content. Watch y'all every day. Thanks so much for the love. This is not a friend. This is not a friend at all. This bizzo used and abused the hooey hell out of you. And then tried to mind you into believing that she had given you money as some kind of loan that you would give back. Also, like, I thought you were going to come in here and say, oh, she helped out with this electric bill and then she didn't end up staying long after. So she would be like, why would I be paying for electricity when I'm not going to be there using it? But that's not how electricity bills work. It's for what you already used. It all comes down to this. Tell her if she's got a problem with it, she can go talk to a lawyer. There's no documentation for anything. You let her stay with you. The arrangement was a handshake agreement. There's no way that she's going to be able to sue you for any of this. So tell her to try. This person sounds like a real piece of work. A real piece of work. I essentially used you as a free babysitter and a free place to stay. Add up the value of all the things that she got for free while she was staying with you. I say staying because most of the time it was just her kid staying there, not her staying there, which makes it even worse. This person does not get to be in your life. This person does not get to be connected with you. I know the dangerous part here is that you probably developed a stronger relationship with her kids than you did with her. And that sucks because now you're empathetic because you see these kids going through hell because their mom is a real piece of work and there's nothing you can do about it. There's truly nothing that you can do about it. But this person is not your friend. 0 is greater than -1. She's a succubus. Just cut her out of your life forever. No, you are not the astronaut for not paying her back. You are not the astronaut for letting her daughter know that she was committing fraud in her name. You are not the astronaut in this situation. You were extremely abused. You were taken advantage of hard here. And, my concern is that it went on for so long. And, we talk a lot about boundaries here, and boundaries have to be something where if they are hit or crossed, there's some kind of consequence involved, right? And every time that she stayed out much later than she said she was going to, she kept doing it because nothing ever happened as a consequence. There was no consequence ever attached to any of this. So if it had been hey, look, you stay out past X time when your kids are here one more time, and I'm sorry, but we're going to have to kick you out. Or I'm going to have to report you to freaking DFS or something. I don't know. There have to be some kind of consequence attached to that. Otherwise, it's not really a boundary. It's just a request. So someone like that, not that it would have mattered anyway. I mean, she cares more about her boyfriends, plural, than she does her kids. And that's sad. And these poor damn kids are going to end up in the same situation with just a different person all the time. And that's heartbreaking. This person does not get to be your friend. They don't get to be in your life. They don't get to enjoy the benefit of proximity because all they did was damage when they had it. Blah. Blah. That's where I'm at.